Hey, what's up, TD Nation? Well, we got a lot of coaches on the call tonight. There must be big news getting ready to be announced or something. Um, I wanted to, before I announce the winners for the last challenge group, I want to first congratulate all our Tough Mudder finishers. So, Alan, I hear it was a great weekend, right?
Tons of fun.
Yeah.
Really good.
So, when you started your weight loss transformation, did you ever think you'd be running a Tough Mudder?
Never even had heard of one.
Pretty awesome, man. It's pretty awesome to see
I
how.
hate running.
Yeah, I hate running.
You need to run. Maybe if I was being chased by a grizzly bear.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see, and you know, I did the same thing, but it's pretty cool to see you guys start out, you know, pretty overweight, and then now you're completing courses that the British Special Forces designed. So, pretty cool, man. With just training with just Beachbody programs, right?
I went for one run 2 weeks before. I went, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, that's incredible, man. It's so cool. So cool. Beachbody programs are no joke. I mean, if you're, just using those and able to complete a Tough Mudder, and you guys crushed the course, right? I mean, didn't really have problems with any obstacles, right?
Everybody got through pretty much everything really well. Got finished in 3.5 hours.
Wow, good, man. That's awesome. Great job. All right, so I want to give a couple weight loss shout outs for the people who updated the document. Amber Nelson is down 53 pounds. Tyler Falokaway is down 14 pounds. Sorry, we got an inside joke going, but I'm going to mispronounce his name every week just because. Lisa Hughes down 2 pounds this challenge. Chris Paradis is down 4.5 pounds. But he's dropped from 8.7% body fat to 6.5% body fat, which is incredible. I mean, anything under 10% is really amazing. So, I mean, he's getting down into crazy numbers. Tanya Went is down 17 pounds. Joe Justice is down 17 pounds. Joey Burdick has lost 6 inches since the start of this challenge. Magesh Warren posted a picture and he's got like serious abs. I mean, the guy's just crushing it. Serious 6-packs. Sarah Vandiver's down 5 pounds this week, and then Greg Langley is down 97 pounds, which is crazy. And then Kim, who's gonna just share our story with us in a little bit, is down 71 pounds. Right, Kim?
Yep.
Good job, man. You guys are amazing, amazing. So Greg's like right on. He's almost at 100, right?
He is. He is.
Yeah, cool. I can't wait till he hits it. So, and just an update on the Perfection crew. You know, it's we got a lot of new people being added to the group, so they may not know what the Perfection crew is. When we started the challenge group, just a group of people who tried to be perfect with their nutrition for the 90 days. We started at like 54 people. And I think that's down to 21 now. So 21 people still have logged their food and been within 100 calories of their goal every single day since the start of the challenge and haven't missed a workout. So amazing job to those 21 people. All right, on to the big news, the winners. So last challenge, we were able to pull our money together, a bunch of coaches, and we also had a challenge member that threw in a bunch of money. So we were able to have this ridiculous contest where we were giving away $800. So what we wanted to do was we wanted to give $500 of that to the grand prize winner, and then and coaches were not, people who were TD Nation coaches were not eligible for the $500 because we wanted to give it to our team members. We didn't want to give it to a coach. But then we also wanted something fun for our coaches to be able to participate in too. So we have a male runner-up and a female runner-up that doesn't necessarily have to be a coach, but it could. So many of you guys know that I'm friends with Sean Callahan, who is Sean Callahan, who's in P90X3. He's the crazy guy in the challenge that does 4018. He's also in P90X2. and he was our guest judge. So I had nothing to do with picking the results. Basically, I just sent all of the photos and measurements to him, told him, you know, who everybody was, what their beginning weight, how much inches they lost. He went ahead and reviewed it. He said it was really, really tough. He actually sent me a message back, and he's like, do you have any preferences? And I'm like, I'm not saying a word. This is strictly you. I'm not going to lean you one way or another. And he's like, well, I didn't know if somebody like stood out in the group. And I said, I'm not saying a word. Here it is. So we'll pick your winners. So for the male runner-up and winner of $150, I had nothing to do with this decision, by the way. Alan Turbish, you win. Good job, man. And the reason for that is he looked at it, and it was just getting under 10% body fat is so hard to do. So he wanted to reward somebody that got really low body fat percentage. So Alan, you win, man. Good job. Good job being the runner-up. So the female runner-up. What's that, Alan? Do you want to give an acceptance speech or anything?
No, that wasn't me.
Oh, okay. All right. So the female runner-up, and I was really excited about this, is Erin Munzel. She lost 38.8 pounds in 90 days and 32 inches. That's just incredible, and I know this was not easy for her. So I haven't talked to Erin in a while, so I don't know how she's doing. Kim, do you know how she's doing?
She's keeping up with it. She's still on the Perfection crew, so doing good.
Awesome, awesome, good, man. Yeah, she's still going strong in the Perfection crew, huh?
Yeah, I'm really happy for her.
Good, awesome, awesome. All right, then the grand prize winner, and this guy just knocked it out of the park, is Bryant Irwin. He lost 49 pounds and 27.5 inches in 90 days. So, Brian, good job, man. I hope you're still sticking with it. I haven't heard very much from you. Justin, do you know? Is he still
Extreme Team, baby. I called it.
is he still sticking with it? Is he still doing good?
I haven't talked to him. Him and Kelsey. I haven't talked to him in a while. She posted tonight and said she was gonna watch it. So.
All right. Cool, man. So all you guys need to do is either send me your address or your PayPal information. If you want me to PayPal you the money, I can PayPal you the money. So just send me your PayPal email or your address, and I can send you a check, and we'll get that money out to you, and you can do whatever you want with it, man. So good job, guys. Really excited. And for the people who didn't win, for the people who didn't win money, you still all did so amazing. I wish we could have just given everybody money, because it's not to diminish anything any of the rest of you did. All the results were just off the charts. I mean, it was probably the most successful group we've had. Probably the most before and after pictures we've had turned in. So, but I know, I mean, this group, you know, we're not giving away money, and I already know that this group's we're gonna have more before and after pictures turned in. So I'm really excited to see what this group does, because the participation's just off the charts. So, so that's all I've got tonight. With that, I'm gonna turn it over to Kim. And like I said, Kim's lost 71 pounds, and her husband's lost 97. So Kim, why don't you welcome and go ahead and tell us a little bit about your story.
All right. Well, every good story has a moral, and the moral to my story is that if I can do it, anybody can do it. Just a little background. Growing up, I was never really good at very much of anything. I was mediocre at a lot of things, but never really good at any one thing. And so I just having that growing up, you know, I always looked at other people and saw what they did and thought, oh, that's so awesome, and but that's for them. That's not for me. That kind of success. And but if I can do it, truly, anybody can do it. I grew up in a family that has struggled with their weight. for their entire lives. My brothers used to actually tell me that I was adopted because I was the only one that was thin as a child. And but that didn't last. And I kind of, as I had kids, I gained weight and ended up at 225 at my heaviest. And that was about 2 years ago. And so my cholesterol was going up. I went to see the doctor, and my cholesterol was going up, and was just really tired, struggling. I have 3 boys. They are almost 15, 12, and almost 9. And I was having a hard time keeping up with them. 2 of them are football players, and I was having a really hard time keeping up with them. And I decided that needed to do something. It was time to do something about this. So Greg and I started walking and kind of counting our calories. And oh, by the way, at the mention of his name, I have to throw a shout out here to Tyler Falokohahaha. Yeah, he asked a question about about whether Greg was going to be on the call, and Greg wanted me to send the message that he would be on the call, but that he heard that Joey was going to be watching the call, and so he wanted to. He was going to be busy doing his turkey challenge and catching up with Joey, so he won't be. Okay, shout out done. So anyway, we were walking, counting calories, lost some weight, and was doing okay. Kind of got to my original goal, but I gained about 10 of it back. Was kind of doing the yo-yo thing back and forth. And one of the things that we talk about a lot in our Facebook group is having a why. We all know that it's important to have a good why. And my why smacked me in the face this summer. In July, my dad died. And my dad had battled diabetes for years. And he really kind of became my why. He died of complications from his diabetes. And I watched my dad struggle for years and years and years. And when my dad died, I decided that I was not going to let diabetes kill me. I wasn't going to die because of diabetes. And that really became my why. That's something that I connect to. Love my dad, and we were very close. And I decided that I wasn't gonna let diabetes kill me too. So I had kind of gained some weight back, and kind of plateaued in my weight. And then in September, we had some friends who invited Greg and I to do P90X with them. And to be really honest, when we started P90X, I just can't even. I looked at those workouts and said, there is no way I can do that. But I really appreciated what Tony always says, which is do your best and forget the rest, and that's what I did. And I've been amazed that as I've done that, I have so much improved. And so we did P90X together, and but we really weren't focused in on our nutrition. Honestly, I kind of felt that I was working out really hard, so I could eat whatever, and I wasn't too worried about it. Then in December, Greg and I decided to get P90X 3 for each other for Christmas. And we started P90X 3. And we also started doing the Fat Shredder, which has been amazing for both of us. And, I got to admit with the Facebook group, Greg kind of got me on it, and I kind of looked and I'm like, why are those people posting all the time, and what are they talking? I don't understand why they're so into that. And but then I started reading the posts and kind of getting into it, and before I knew it, I was posting all the time. And I've got to say the Facebook group has been key to encouraging me and just helping. You know, when I have cravings, when I want to cheat, you know, I go on Facebook and I read other people's posts, and it's so encouraging to know that other people struggle too, and just that you can post something if you're struggling, and people will encourage you and encourage you to get your workouts in, and I just think that the group is absolutely fabulous. And getting plugged in is absolutely key, and I really would recommend that everybody keep plugged into the group. It's there for your benefit. The more that you are plugged in, the more benefit you're going to get from it, and it works. It really works. So I am down 9 pounds so far in this challenge, 71 total. I'm uber proud of Greg, who is down 97 pounds. He's knocking on that 100-pound door. He will be there before we know it, and I'm really just very proud of him too. So what I want to kind of go back to is that if I can do it, anybody can do it. I am nothing special. I am just a housewife. I'm a doula, and you know, I'm nothing special, but if I can lose the weight, anybody can lose weight. It just takes commitment. It takes finding your why, committing to it, and doing it. And I just have to say a special shout out and thanks to my husband Greg, who is a constant encourager, and we really help each other along. And just if one of us doesn't want to push play, the other one's going, nope, we're going to do it. Come on, we got to go do it. And we might be just a little bit competitive with the mini challenges too, just a little. But that's my story.
Good. Well, I think you're special. I think you're awesome. I'm glad that you've plugged into the groups, and you're a big part of why the group's so awesome. So, but you and Greg both are. So, I love having you in there. And Alan's your coach, right?
He is.
And then you're a coach now, right?
I am.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, good. So, was there ever a time where you started slipping, or have you just been pretty consistent the whole time?
No, last summer, and partly that could be due to the stress with my dad passing away and stuff. I had about a 10-pound range that I was kind of going back and forth with before I started really losing again. So, but the big weight loss, I mean, I have been able to keep it off.
And what have your calories and you said you're on fat shredder, right? So 50% protein, 30% carbs. How long have you been on fat shredder?
So we've been doing fat shredder. We kind of started doing it at the end of the last challenge, but this challenge is the first challenge that we've really done it the whole time, and it's been amazing. I've gotten easily double the results. I think I lost 13 pounds total in the last challenge. So I'm already, you know, I've more than halved that in just the 30 days since we started.
That's awesome. So you haven't really had any plateaus since you started the fat shredder?
No. Mm-mm.
Good. And what's your calories like? How many calories are you at a day?
So I do 1,400 calories a day.
Okay, good. And that's good because P90X, you're doing like 30-minute workouts, right?
Yes, 30-minute workouts. Yep. Cool. And then I try to walk 3 times a week, get a good walk in.
Good. That's awesome.
And the mini challenges are kicking my butt. You are mean for this week. I just want to tell you that.
I did this. I did the mini challenge. I did that for one of my P90X classes 2 weeks ago, and there was a lady. I swear she was gonna kill me afterwards. She was not happy. She wasn't having fun. I went over and tried to give her a high five. She would not give me a high five. She was like,
I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah, and she didn't come back this week. But no, you guys are doing awesome. Keep it up. I can't say anything more about you guys. You're just amazing. So it's been awesome having you in the group and just watching your weight loss. So what's your goal? So how far away are you from your goal?
Well, the goal that I had set at the beginning of the challenge, I actually already passed.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and the dress that I wanted to fit into, a month in or 3 weeks into the challenge, I fit into it. So I'm kind of just going right now for not so much a weight goal. I'm kind of taking that 5 pounds at a time. It's more, I'm a mom of 3. And women tend to keep their fat. The very last fat that we lose is the fat around our childbearing areas. So I'm working on kind of toning those areas, and whatever weight I end up at is kind of where I end up. I just really want to tone those areas.
You have any big goals set for yourself? Like not weight loss goals, but physical goals, or could be something like running a Tough Mudder or anything like that.
Greg is the runner in our family. I was just looking at some shirts. I think Danielle had posted on the Summer Slim Down, and the one that said, I run like a herd of turtles running through peanut butter. That's kind of how I run.
That's me too.
Maybe someday I'll run a half with Greg. We'll see, but I'm not quite there yet. I'm trying to decide which I hate more, running or burpees. I'm not real sure yet, but.
Well, if you do a Spartan race, you can run 12 miles and do burpees the whole way through. So.
Oh yeah, no thanks. I think I'll pass on that one. I think I'll pass.
All right.
Being able to do all the moves in P90X3 would be awesome.
Yeah,
I'm getting close.
That's a great goal. So, so now when you started, could you do push-ups?
I could do cheater push-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you do push-ups now?
Yeah, I can actually do them now, and Greg's great at critiquing my style and helping me know, get your butt a little bit lower and, keep your head straight. But I actually can do way more than I used to be able to do, and actually do them with good form. So that's been exciting.
Are they getting fun yet or not?
Huh?
Are they getting fun yet or not?
I don't hate them. I don't hate push-ups. No, not like I do burpees. I only hate them when they're with burpees.
Yeah, right. I gotcha. All right, cool. Yeah, because most of my female clients, when I start training them, I mean, none of them can do push-ups, and they all when I tell them to get in plank, they look at me like I'm an idiot, and they're like, no. And so I always work them up to doing push-ups, and it's amazing how quickly, even if you're only going a quarter of a way down, and then turn that into halfway and then a full range of motion push-up. But it's cool to watch you guys progress and really start doing push-ups and all the moves and start doing things you didn't think you'd ever be able to do. It's really cool.
Absolutely. My flexibility has increased just 100-fold. It's amazing.
Yeah. So what's your favorite program? P90X or X3?
Right now, X3 is. I just got TurboFire, so I'm anxious to try that out. I've got some ladies here in town where I live who I'm thinking I might be able to pull in and try doing a little group maybe. But I'm really excited to try that out. But we're going to finish out P90X3 first. This is our second round through, and for those of you who, may be on your first round of P90X3 and you're tempted to get discouraged because you can't do moves, once again, I did the same thing that when I started P90X3 that I did when I started P90X, which is I looked at the screen and said, oh, heck no, there is no way I can do that. And, second time through, and I'm amazed at what I can do. It's really cool.
Very cool. Yeah, it sure is.
Man, Kim, I remember back to that first Kempo workout we did together.
You were probably laughing inside, weren't you, Alan?
That's why I was staying back.
You guys did Kempo together?
Yeah.
We did.
Awesome.
You know what's next, though, Kim?
What's next?
4-ball push-ups.
What was that?
4-ball push-ups. A bit
Oh.
X2 and flip.
Yeah, I don't know about X2 yet. I don't know if I'm quite there.
You're there. You're there.
Greg keeps talking about it. I'm like,
It's a lot of fun. I'm really liking it.
Anybody who knows me knows that I'm extremely klutzy. I just don't know that me balancing on balls is a good idea.
As long as you have video, just post video.
Right?
Yep.
All right, cool. Well, hey, Kim, thanks again for sharing your story, and great job on the 71 pounds, and great job to Greg. And I love the couple before and after photos. It's just awesome. Really.
Yeah.
Really
Oh, hey, that's something else that I wanted to mention, Lance.
Uh-huh.
I really encourage people, take those before and after pictures. We didn't take them at the very beginning of our journey, and both Greg and I really wish that we had to be able to compare them to now. And something else that we discovered is, and I think it's just something when you're overweight, we don't have a lot of pictures of when we were overweight. We deleted them all. We got rid of them. I don't know if anybody else has kind of had that experience, but we just don't have a lot of pictures from back then. So we kind of had to scour to find those. But do take before and after pictures, because it is so cool to see the differences.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I joke all the time. Everybody suddenly develops a neck. Everybody goes from no neck to all of a sudden seeing a neck. It's weird.
Yes. And less chins.
Yeah, less chins. Yep, yep. Well, good, man. Well, again, it's awesome having you, and great job on all the weight loss. And
Thank you.
Alan, we have any questions coming in, or is everybody just excited we finally announced the winners?
Lots of love being put out.
Good. Good, man. Well, I know, Kim, just so you know, and just so Greg knows, I know Sean was, you guys were like that close. I know you were so close to being runners-up. I think it was pretty overwhelming. I think he was going to pick Bryant as far as the winner goes, but the runners-up, I know he was struggling, and he kept sending me questions, and I wouldn't even answer him. I was like, I'm not answering you. You're just going to have to pick. So anyway, great job.
Well, thanks. And we're thrilled for the winners. We really are.
Yeah, they did really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, if there's no questions, that's all I've got tonight. I think Alan's given me a topic. I talked to him real briefly today. Yeah, we'll go over it probably next week, but just about working resistance training into your workouts. Somebody posted a good study from X3 in there that was perfect and spot on as to why you should be incorporating resistance training. Even if, especially for the women, I know a lot of women are scared they're going to bulk up when they start doing resistance training and lifting weights, and it just doesn't happen. You're not going to bulk up when you lift weights. So anyway,
I'm proof of that.
yeah, right. It just doesn't work that way, does it, Kim?
No, you just get definition, which is really cool to see.
Yeah, and it's a lot of people don't realize how really hard it is. I mean, you have to work just as hard to put on muscle as you do to lose fat, and sometimes it's even harder. You have to be very deliberate with your nutrition and really have to be tuned in to be adding muscle mass. It's not as easy. It just doesn't happen like everybody thinks it happens, right, Alan?
Yeah. I did a full round of Body Beast, 12 weeks, just really pumping it hard, and I put on 6 pounds of muscle.
And how much did you put on?
6 pounds of muscle, lean body weight.
Yeah, and you know the studies I've read, and I wrote an article on this, but the studies I've read about adding muscle mass, they really don't know how much we can add. But from the studies that they've had, about 1 to 3 pounds of muscle mass per month is about what you can do. Most people are probably going to be in that 1 to 1.5 pounds of muscle per month range. Genetic freaks are going to be more towards the 3 or 4 pounds, but that's really rare. So, you know, if you guys see commercials advertising that their products put on 20 pounds of muscle in 3 months, it's not true. It's unless they're, you know, doing something good. It's just not going to happen. So, I mean, naturally, that 1.5 to 3 pounds is all you're going to add. So if you're trying to bulk up and put on mass and you've added, you know, 6, 7 pounds in a month, you can probably be pretty sure that about 4 pounds of that was fat and not muscle. And maybe even more. So you just really have to watch it, but it has to be very deliberate. You have to be eating at a calorie surplus. So most women who are lifting weights, they're not going to be adding muscle mass.
And you need to destroy yourself in your workouts.
Yeah. Yeah, you really got to break the muscle down and be eating really good. So it's I always find it funny when I have clients who are like, oh, I gained 2 pounds, 3 pounds last week. I must be adding muscle mass. No, you probably it's a little bit of water retention, and that will go away. But you know it's just not as easy to add muscle mass as people think it is. So my point is, women, do not be scared about bulking up. You don't have the testosterone to do it. You're not going to be able to do it. I mean, you can add muscle mass, but it's not as easy and as quick as you think it's going to be.
True story. Hey, Lance.
Yeah.
I think we need to welcome our newest little one. I see him on the screen here.
Yeah. What's up, Steve? Oh, look at him.
Cute.
Congrats,
Little
Steve.
Reese.
I don't think Steve has his mic on, but
No, I got it on now.
all right, cool, man.
You never know he's gonna wake up screaming, so I figure I should probably have it muted.
How's he doing?
He's doing awesome. Mom is slowly recovering.
Yeah.
Brother's only a little bit jealous.
Is she still in the perfecting?
No, she dropped out this weekend. She had some.
Such a slacker.
I know.
I'm joking.
She made it through the pregnancy and the birth and everything else, and just had a rough weekend. So.
Good, man. Good. Glad she's doing better. All right, cool. All right, guys. Well, any questions? If not, I'm gonna get off of here. I don't think we got it. Any questions for Kim? Maybe people have questions for Kim. I tried to cover everything as far as what your diet was and programs you're doing and all that kind of stuff. But
No questions.
no questions. All right, cool. All right. Well, thanks again, Kim.
You're welcome.
Thanks, everybody. Congrats to the Tough Mudders. Congrats to our winners. Really cool. Don't forget, give me your information so I can get you the money. All right. Bye, guys. Night.